everybody, welcome back. In this video, we're going to talk about how I released control and got rich. So a couple things here before we get started on this conversation. Okay, but this is going to be an awesome one, okay? One is, most of us know this information. Most of us know we need to release control. We conceptually know it, but we're not really applying it to our life, okay? But, once you actually apply it, once you actually do it, this really, honestly, unlocks anything you want in life. No matter if it's more money, your dream house, your dream job, your dream career, you're going to be an entrepreneur. It unlocks all that, and it unlocks it rather quickly. And the second thing here is stick around because I'm going to share with you a story, a personal story that I'm going through right now that really relates to this. And it's very, very strong and powerful. Okay, now, one of the things we have to understand when we talk about success and manifesting, probably the greatest thing that is holding you back, or holding most people back, is you're trying to control everything, my friends, okay? And when you try to control everything, all that means is you're attached to it, okay? You really got a death grip on what you want in your life. You got a death grip on it, okay? It's almost like you want it too bad. You understand? And what you have to understand is when we want something really bad, all that does is create friction. It creates force. It's like mental coercion. Okay, you're trying to force things to happen, or you're trying to manipulate the universe, manipulate God in order to get what you want. But all that does is really repel things from you. Okay. Now, what I want to do is look at it this way. Okay. This is why lately I kind of like doing like SP videos, because when we talk about your SP, okay, is the same habits, the same attachment habits, the same obsession habits, the same needy habits that you have with your SP. Listen, it's the same exact habits that you have with everything else. It's the same exact habits that you have when you're trying to attract more money, you're trying to get rich, you want your dream house, your dream job, you want to be a successful entrepreneur. It's the same habits, my friends, okay? But the thing is I love about SP work is because since you're dealing with another person, you can actually see what you're doing. Okay, once you become aware of what you're doing, you can see it, you can catch yourself, and you can change, okay? But once we start dealing with money, objects, material things, we don't see what we're doing. We don't see our bad habits. Now look at it this way, okay? I mean, most of us have this experience. Oh, we either know somebody like this or we have a friend like this, okay? You ever have a friend that is just really carefree? I mean, that's their personality. Their personality, their natural personality, they're just carefree. They just go with the flow. They don't care. Anything happens, they just go with it. Like, they don't let it affect them. You understand? But what's amazing about this is, like, when you look at somebody that's really, really carefree, isn't it amazing that everything just seems to work out in their favor? And this is really the same work I've been doing in my own life. I mean, it took me a while to figure this stuff out. Listen, guys, I knew this stuff conceptually, okay? I knew it conceptually. It's not like I didn't know it. Okay, but the greatest struggle I had, maybe you have, is that it's hard to implement. Okay, it's hard to implement that, just to let go and let God, release control. Just don't give a fuck. You understand? Just don't care. Go with it. Okay, it sounds easy conceptually, but it's actually really, really, really hard. And the reason why it's really hard is because you get attached to what you really, really want. You understand? Like, listen, if you became a millionaire, that's going to change your flipping life. Okay? It's going to change your life. And it's going to change the people around you lives. It's going to change your family's life. You understand that? So you know that. So it becomes super important to you. You become attached to it. You want it too bad. And it's almost like if you read the book, The No More Mr. Nice Guy. Now, this is more of an SP-related book, but it's almost like when you want more money, you want more success, you want your dream car, dream job, is that you care too much. You understand? Sometimes it's not even we're attached to it. is that you care too much. You care too much about it. But what you have to understand is the outcome is the same, my friends. Like when you care too much, things tend to stay away from you. Isn't it true? Okay, let's go back to the SP example again. What happens when you meet somebody and you care too much about them too quickly? What happens? You give off this needy energy. You give off this energy like you need them. Okay, the other person, your SP, the energy they feel from you is like you're going to suffocate them, and they stay away from you. Okay, and maybe you're not meaning to do this. You're not meaning to give off this needy energy. That's not what you're really trying to communicate. Okay, you're just looking at it like, well, I just care. I'm just nice. I'm just trying to do the best thing. But when you care, you're nice. You're really just trying to do the best thing. That's attachment. That's what I want you to see. Okay. See, like lots of times when you just truly let go, you release control. Let go, let God, let go, let the universe, whatever you want to say, whatever you want to believe. Okay, my friends? Is something miraculously happens. Is once you let go, it tends to flip around and come to you. Okay, and I'm talking several different ways because not one way is going to resonate with you. Okay, I might sit there and say you need to walk around and stop giving a fuck. For some of you, that's going to resonate. It's going to work. For others, it's just going to piss you off. You're going to be like, oh my God, you're being mean. Okay, it's not going to work for you. But really, that's what works. It's not caring. It's releasing that death grip you have. Okay? And some of us are in this situation that maybe resources are low, maybe money's tight, maybe you're in between jobs. What happens? When you're in between jobs and resources are low, what do you do naturally? You have a death grip on it. You have a death grip on your money, a death grip on your resources. But see, what you have to realize is when you have that death grip, things tend to get worse, don't they? The magic of this, all you have to do is let go. Give into it. But at this point, my friends, let me give you my example. Okay. So like right now, I've lived in Thailand for almost 5 years. And right now I'm up in Surin. I'm up in a Thai village. Been up here for 1 year. Aang and I came up here because she needed to take care of her dad. Okay. Her dad's health wasn't doing very well. So right now, like I'm in her family house or Thai family house. Now up in the village, this is a really, really Thai traditional house. Okay, you understand? I mean, I'll show you, some of it's beat up down here. You see this, we fixed this a year ago. Now it's doing the same thing. But anyway, we've been up here for a year. Now we're getting ready to move to Bangkok and buy a house. So what I did is since we're getting ready to move to Bangkok, okay, and since I'm kind of the manifesting wizard, I'm the $15 million man, baby. Okay, what I started to dig my ditches. Okay, what do I mean by that? Dig your ditches. What you need to do is when you want something, you need to prepare for it. What do I mean by that? You need to move in that direction. Okay, so this is what I did. Even before we were moving, I'll bring you out here. I might have to turn on the light. I started packing everything. That's all of our stuff right there, getting ready to pack and move. Okay. It's been packed like this maybe for a month. You understand, my friends? Okay. So that's what I mean by digging your ditches. Even before we were getting ready to move, once I kind of made a decision in my mind, that's what I wanted. I started to dig my ditches, baby. I started to prepare, move forward that, no, we're moving. Okay, even in this room right here, I got my computers over here because that's going to be packed up last. We have our little stuff we use for the bathroom over here. And, but anyway, something weird happened when I started doing this. Is even though I started packing up everything we weren't using, I packed it up, moved it out in the living room. Okay. It kind of looked like I wasn't struggling with anything. But what was weird is I didn't feel ready. Okay. I didn't feel ready. And I kind of caught myself kind of clinging to not feeling ready. Okay. In other words, I'm starting to control the how. I'm starting to control when it's going to happen. Okay. I'm not releasing control. Okay. I'm starting to control it again. And this actually just happened to me today, that I don't want to go down the whole rabbit hole of it. No, we want to leave. There's really nothing to do up in the village. This is the core how Thai people live up in the village. There is a lot of drama up here and drama that's happened and stuff like that. And Aang is really ready to move. She's really eager to move. So out of the blue, when she woke up today, like she's so eager. Okay, she's just like, let's go to Bangkok now. Let's move to Bangkok now. Okay, let's just rent a place for a few months, look for a house and buy a house, okay? Because my original plan was I was gonna buy a house while still staying up here, then we're just moving to the house. Okay, so now things kind of escalated to, let's go now. Let's just rent a house for a few months, then look for a house while we're in Bangkok. But let's just get to Bangkok because she can't take the drama up here anymore. And I said, okay. So this is the last day of April. So we basically said, okay, let's do it in May. Okay. Now, even though I said, let's do it in May, like I'm still kind of scared because I like literally my personality a little bit is I'm a little bit of a control freak, a little bit. Okay. So I caught myself again wanting to control it. Okay. I caught myself again. Like I had a death grip on it. Like I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready to go yet. I'm not ready to move yet. You understand? Okay. Not everything's not lined up yet to do it yet. Okay. That's why I give you this example, because lots of times in the beginning, we don't have a death grip on it. But as we come closer to our dream life, as we become closer to what we want, we tend to have a death grip on it. We tend to get a death grip on it because it scares us. Okay. And this is something I've learned when I used to be mentored by Bob Proctor. Bob Proctor told me once that I forget, like this is when I think he really wanted to take his company up to a higher level, like go really international with teaching and stuff like that. And he had this really awesome idea, but it scared him to death. Okay. And he was going to bed at night. I believe his wife's name was Linda. And he was talking to Linda, and he told Linda, like, dude, I'm scared. And Linda was like, are you sure? Are you sure you want to do this? Because you're scared. It's scaring you, your fear. And Bob said something very important. Bob said, I know I have to do it because I'm scared to do it. Okay. If I'm scared to do something, if I have fear, that means I'm headed in the right direction. Okay. And that's very powerful, my friends, because look at it. Look how successful Bob was. I mean, he was a multi-millionaire. I don't know how much money he had, but he was a multi-millionaire, really, really crazy successful in the manifestation world. Okay. But listen to it. He looked at fear and being scared differently. He looked at fear and being scared that he was on the right track. Okay. But look at us, like when we think about when I'm scared to do something, if I have fear to do something, most of the time that holds me back. Most of the time that stops me. Most of the time that stops me in my tracks. Most of the time I'll look at it on the opposite side and say, well, since I'm scared to do it, maybe that's a sign from the heavens that I'm not supposed to do it. Okay. You understand what I'm saying is the ultra successful people look at fear. They look at when they're scared to do something differently than the way you're looking at it. The same way in my situation, my story I just told you is since I dug my ditches when I said we're going to move to Bangkok and buy a house, okay, I got everything ready to move when we weren't even moving yet. I got everything ready to move. And what ends up happening when you do this, lots of times you got everything ready to pack. Okay, I literally got all the documents ready I needed to have ready to buy a house. All that's taken care of. Yesterday we did the last piece. Like the only thing for a motorbike, I wanted to do an oil change, get everything done. That way when we ship it to Bangkok, I don't have to do anything. Okay. And it seemed like once I got all the pieces done, my mind was like, dude, I got everything done. There's nothing else for me to do. And listen, even though I didn't feel ready, even though I felt a little bit scared and fear, the universe and God started to push. It started to make it happen for me, no matter if I felt ready or not. Okay, now they're using Aang, my girlfriend, as the catalyst. Aang's the catalyst to all this, but Aang's like, I can't stay up here anymore. We got to go. Okay, I can't take this drama no more. We got to let's just go to Bangkok, rent a place, then take our time looking for a house. But let's just get to Bangkok. Okay, let's do it in May. I can't be here no more. You understand? You see how everything's working out in its favor. But again, listen, I need to release control and let it happen. The more I control it, the more I have a death grip on it, I'm stopping it. I'm hindering it, my friends. And if you're doing the same thing, you're hindering it too. You're hindering what you're trying to manifest. You're hindering the money coming into your life. Literally. Once you have a death grip on something, especially money, that's coming from that scarcity side of you, like you don't have, like you need. You got to release it. You got to just not care. Be carefree, like one of your friends. Okay? Be carefree. It doesn't mean you don't care. It doesn't mean that you're mean to people. It means you don't care the outcome because you know everything works out in your favor. You know only great things happen to you. You know this to your core. Okay, that's the power you have. You got to release it, my friends. And I promise you, listen to this, I promise you, once you start releasing it, once you start being more carefree, once you start not giving a fuck, okay, once you just let go and let God, no matter what your situation is, no matter if you lost your job today, you start sensing you got that death grip on your money, death grip on your resources, you just basically say, you know what, I don't care. You know, if my wife, my significant other wants to go out to eat, let's go out to eat. Okay? Because listen, I know I sound like a robot, but you will find 100%, once you release it, your life will change. The things you've been waiting for will just miraculously come in your life. Or something will act like a catalyst in your life, like in my example with Aang. Because Aang right now is acting like the catalyst to make this happen. Because I'm kind of, for some reason, I'm kind of stalling. You know what I mean? And since I'm stalling, I'm still kind of releasing control. But since I'm stalling, she's the catalyst. Okay? She's the catalyst to make things happen. But since she's the catalyst, I'm going with it. I'm releasing control. Even though I'm scared a little bit. Even though there's a little fear because I feel like I'm not ready yet. Okay, my friends? That's how you get rich. That's how you live your dream life. But other than that, tribe, YouTube fam, if you have questions on this, comment below. I'd love to hear kind of your take on this. And we'll chop it up in the comments if you need help with this. But other than that, remember, I love you guys. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.